What is up, guys? Ninja of the Rift here. Today we're going to be going some Shen jungle as a full tank. If you've seen my other guides, you mostly see that they're live gameplay. This one is going to be the replay. I decided to do the replay simply because I want other ways for y'all to learn, and I think I can be more detailed here. And so we start red. You want to start with your bot side normally, so your dragon lane side. And then we go, if it's red side, it's going to be red into raptors. As you saw back there, I went one auto attack into the raptor taunt, into the shadow dash so I could taunt them. And then I used that Twilight Assault, my first ability, to break them down. You see that little red bottom bar? It gives me that passive shield called Q Barrier that you just saw. And that lets you have a healthy jungle clear, smite it, and we get a full level 3 with good health. Here, we tried to gank the Veigar. We had him, but he flashed really well. And that's fine, because we get the... You create a laner any advantage. As you see right there, KO got an advantage with Veigar. And that was good. Click back on me. You can see that we were taking the Scuttle Crab. And this is a taunt. Obviously, if you can taunt it, it's better. I'm letting y'all see the Fog of War, just so y'all can kind of have a bigger picture of how things happen. Obviously, I was pinging back to Kaiser there because he was up ahead. And we proceeded to take blue. So with blue, same thing, except you want to be able to proc your key barrier properly. So you can, his auto attack be hurt a lot. Same thing with red, and smite it. With Gromp's a little bit different. You want to be able to use your passive shielding as much as you can. Like we did like we just did there. And then save that Spirit Infuse, you'll see I saved it. And see what happens is, if you time it correctly, which I didn't, you'll be able to activate Spirit Infuse and Key Barrier right after one another, and that would really help. Here we just auto attacked it all the way, use Key Barrier once, and then just finished it with the Fire Assault. We got our level 5, we recalled. We got our Bomby Cinder. We check our builds. We got our Bomby Cinder.
Bottom turret is under attack. Middle turret is under attack.
And a little health. That's the first thing you go. Full tank is going to be Bomby Cinder, Dead Man's Plate, Torn Mail. Pretty much straight tank items. The core of this build is that Bomby Cinder and Rebel Vest. The Dead Man's Plate, obviously, is the second. You build up second though, because it gives you a little bit more health and gives that movement speed plus that little bit of damage when you're moving. And that really does stack up. All that plus Sunfire kind of stacks up a bit. And it makes you do a ton of damage as a tank without really building damage items. The team was doing pretty decent. Here, we're just farming red again. Nothing too special. I don't know if I think I just killed a die. Yeah, I was about to ult her and then unfortunately she died. Excuse me. Right here, we find Master Yi. We mess up big time here. We don't taunt him, we hit the plant. And then we have to obviously flash out. Not the best play. Obviously could be better. We do capitalize on the fact that Aurelia's here. We're able to taunt her afterwards. Like right here. Sorry, no, we don't taunt her. We go for a Veigar. No, I remember. And Veigar was out of position. He shouldn't be there at all. And we just hit him to death. Pretty easy. And we leave Master Yi alone. We take that Scuttle, because Scuttle's going to give us a better advantage to ready up for Dragon. And so we do need that. And so we take that. And then, as you can see, Caitlyn is way too extended. And he's recalling. Even though I didn't know that. And we just kill her. He's way too extended. Even if he's full health, he shouldn't be that extended. We get that kill. And then we immediately go to Dragon. We had a little bit of internet connection issues in this game, so you will see partially go AFK and do some dumb things. I apologize for that in advance. But yeah, right here he's contesting drag, so we taunt him to make sure he can't get it. He way mistimes his smite and we take it. And And honestly, it's pretty difficult to kind of smite in Wild Rift. I feel like the auto lock really messes you up and doesn't let you select the dragon. I wish there was a button to like focus drag. That would be really cool if they added that. Right here we were looking to see if we needed to ult Kaiser or Fiora. We obviously didn't, and so we were fine. We recalled, and then we purchased that Sunfire cape, and as you see, the chain vest and the boots. And we were 3-0. We had a good lead at that point. Thresh did die there. I thought about ulting him, but it wasn't really worth. Wouldn't have gotten 2 kills. We did ult the Kaiser, but unfortunately she just died. So it really didn't help. We thought she could get the Veigar, but she couldn't. We have to evade him getting the plant. And so right here, we obviously get caught out in a bad spot. We don't want to do this, so we flash. We try to taunt and create a closed gap. We try to close that gap, as you saw, between Yi and the Veigar. Unfortunately, we die. They started drag fight bot, as you can see, kind of like create pressure. Fiora ends up losing that tower. It wasn't the best, but it definitely wasn't bad. We got a kill out of it.
Top turret is under attack.
And so right here, they get themselves in a really bad spot. And I don't really ult to the fight there, because I have to stop Yasuo from further pushing. They get a double kill, which is nice. We could have attacked Yasuo since he was in that bush. I did not know that he was in that bush. But it's not a big deal. We try to take Herald here. Unfortunately, the outcome of this gets kind of nasty. We do lose Herald. I do miss time smite. And I mean, everyone, don't let yourself down for mistiming smite. It happens. Just try not to do it in a really important place. Luckily, this Herald wasn't that important. Not a big deal. And even though we missed time smite, Yi put himself in a bad spot, because here we got a bunch of kills. Because you see, Veigar tries to cover up for him. We get the taunt. And then Irelia tries to go in, we get her. Yasuo gets 1 kill, but our damage is pretty strong, and we end up getting him. All over pretty good. We get that Herald out. So we get 3 or 4 kills and a tower. They just get a Herald, which didn't even contribute to the full tower kill. Really good. That was really good possession. And then we end up clearing this wave. We use the little boots to slow Veigar down, because if we get stunned there, we do die. He's strong enough to probably kill us at that point. Obviously, Irelia starts fighting the Thresh, which I have to ult because he starts to get low, which allows us to catch Irelia. We do a perfect E-flash, getting her. This is really nice. And then Yasuo's here. We take the plant. We have to try to fend off Yasuo somehow. He ults us big time, so we flash these. I think we die. We almost die here. Luckily, I was able to get saved. Shen's so tanky. They blocked the ult. I recall. I'm fine. And we just tanked and got a kill there. Thresh ends up dying. I think Kaiser lives. Yeah, looks like she does. And then I did have to go AFK there for 1 sec, because I had the lag issues, like I said. It was for quite a bit, so I apologize for that again. That's why I didn't record this one as a full gameplay. I just had to replay, because I just explained to y'all after. We go for wolves. So once you get into that mid game with Shen, between 8 and 10 minutes, you want to keep on farming. Farm a lot if you don't see a play happen, and wait for your ult. At that point, we had built a Dead Man's Plate and the Gargoyle Stone Plate. And so right here, you see how we taunted them that way? It was really good because that led you right into the trap of our team. We live, and then we can start taking Dragon. And so, at this point, while I was taking Dragon, I was just waiting for Caitlyn to come up. If she were to come up, I would just use Spirit's Refuge and block her stuff. If she wouldn't, it's fine. And she didn't end up coming, which is fine. It was good for us. But that play right there really changed the game because they thought they had me and they would have had a drag. But I taunted it in the... If I taunted it in the direction of Thresh, we probably don't win that fight. Even though he's going some type of damage build. Let's see. Yeah, it's going... that little damage build. It still wouldn't have won the fight. So taunting direction of Kale was really good. Plus, I think it was Kai'Sa. That really benefited us because 3v1, because not even Yasuo went the other way, was really good. Got E out. And so Shen against Master Yi is really good. For Shen, you want the matchups you want to go against are guys that are heavy auto attack based. Yi, Tryndamere. You want to get fed earlier than them and just punish them because they're squishy. Here we ult to that fight. We help Fiora. And we just collapse. Big time.
You have slain an enemy.
I had another little bit of lag issues here. We take these 2 towers and we get a start. And so, ideally you would hope the team would look to end here, but unfortunately they really didn't. I tanked the tower a little bit, doesn't really help. And then I lag out here, and it was kind of bad because we end up dying right here. And obviously, rightfully so, I shouldn't have recalled there. Don't recall near their base. I did think I was going to get away or be able to go out, but I did lag out there. And it didn't help because of that. It didn't help. Yeah, it didn't help because of that. But, you can see there's a bot. They do lose this fight. Master Yi gets the best of them. There's a fight up there. And then bot lane they're pushing. The fight between Kale and Yasuo was interesting, to say the least. Nothing really happened. It was still kind of interesting to see how they traded. And then we went a little AFK here. Again, because of the lag issues. Normally I don't have one. Lag issues, as I'm saying. This game was a little different. Here we fall right into Veigar's trap. As you see, Veigar started doing a ton of damage. By that point, it was already considered late game. And so we have to be careful. Our build at that point was the Bramble and the Chain Vest. Reflecting at the score again. Reflecting at the score again. With that 7-8 Veigar and them 4 and 5, I would have probably gone Magic Resist instead. But we did build the Thornmail. It wasn't a big deal, but we'll see. Because usually it's damage. Here we have to join the fight and taunt. We obviously get deleted here. But what we do is, we just get deleted there. And he survives. This is probably the worst turning point of the match for us. Especially because they were pushing full steam. We didn't win that fight. When I was standing still, I was trying to ult Fiora. I wasn't able to. And so this is when we kind of started throwing. But we were able to come back. Veigar was just really strong. Now at that point, he's doing a lot of damage. I had no tank item for him. So that wasn't the best. Kai'Sa, however, makes a really good play. Gets onto him. And she gets the kill. And so then when we revive, there's no Veigar for that drag fight, which is really important. But we have to go AFK again. And that really messes up this is not the best example of how you should jungle. I really do apologize for the lag issues and all that. It was definitely not the best. I normally don't have that many lag issues at all. I was playing outside the house. I was playing on mobile data and it was kind of iffy. So I do really apologize for that. But we do get into the fight eventually. Here we catch up the Aurelia right before she goes to plant. Hits the plant, we kill her. Because our attack range is huge. And so we secure this drag because we use top. And so with this drag, it was really good. We secured it. We were looking to see if we ult the fight there. We didn't lag out. We couldn't. So we just go in here. And this is where I actually lag out here. And it's pretty frustrating. Because then he chases me and I die. Alright, and then as you see right here, we do end up getting killed. Those lag spikes really hurt us. And so the game was in the late game at this point. Not too much left. And you can kind of see just farming and stuff like that. Kaiser gets caught out really bad. I mean, Veigar's damage is insane at this point. He really did a lot of damage. Thresh ends up getting killed too. 1,226 damage is insane. Like, Dark Matter is really strong right now. So we want him to hit you with that. And then we're about to be alive. We had another lag spike again. Like, we had 3 major lag spikes in the worst time of the game. Definitely will be. It's a little difficult to play in some areas when you're on the phone. Then you work on that in the connections. I do ult Fiora here, and we are able to close in on this Yasuo, which is really neat. He does kind of get away, but we kind of stall. Fiora ends up juking us right there really good. Fiora does get him though. And so we block those auto attacks from Aurelia. And we end up dying here. Just because Veigar's ult is insane. 1,818 damage is really OP. And then Kale ends up dying here. Veigar was really strong. Good thing is not everybody was dying. Right here they close on him. And it's really nice that they get him. Because he's really important to get. He's probably our number 1 priority at this point. He's down for about a minute. And then Kai'Sa is able here to push this wave. I wish she would have looked into that bush. She would have probably been able to kill Caitlyn by herself. Caitlyn had Caitlyn Smite. Now that I think about it, that's why she was not the best in lane. Yeah. And at this point, we have our Thornmail, our Deadman's Plate, and our Sunfire. We were going for that Force of Nature. At this point, it's the closing minutes of the game. And this is where we start. We have a big team fight. If you kill me, you're going up. Fiora is able to get Caitlyn. And I don't know if she wins this 1v1 with you. I don't remember if she does have one or not. But here, I don't know where we're going. I'm able to taunt Yasuo. Push him, pressure him. He can't get away. He ults us, but we get the kill. And so that really sealed almost a nail in the coffin there. Because here, we just wait. Yeah, he gets us with the stun. But we're just able to power push. I ult Kale here, as you can see. And get the taunt. Get this kill. And we end the game right there. And so, that was basically it. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. I definitely think it was educational, nice. And yeah, I will show you guys the chart for it, the match history. So if you go here, you can see I was 7-5. If you go look at our charts, 15,000 damage isn't bad. We did more than the E, even though he wasn't fed. We did more than the ADC, which is hilarious. It wasn't horrible. Obviously, with the other builds, you will have more damage. And then, real quick, I want to show you all the build itself. right here, full support tank. And so, runes, standard, aftershock, triumph, conditioning, and pack hunter. You don't really go genius hunter, you want to go pack hunter because you're going to be with your team more this time. And then for items, it's Sunfire Deadman's, Stoneplate, Thornmill, Force of Nature, and Randoms. Subjective. These two are last few are subjective. They have more AD. You can go Frozen Heart, go Protector's Vow. You can even go Iceborne. If you want a little bit of damage, you can go Sterax. Up to you. You can. The other option is obviously the Mercury Treadstone Plate or the Teleport if you want to split push. And yeah, that's about it, guys. You'll have the rest of a good day. Please give me any types of suggestions to subscribe, like and subscribe. Any type of suggestions you guys have, whether it be you want to see different champions, different jungle mode paths, different builds, anything. Please give me up for it. Again, I'm mostly a Shen main, but I do play support, so I will be taking this Shen support video out soon. I do do other jungle champions. You'll see some Pantheon, Rammus. Rammus is definitely a very easy champion to learn as well, so I do recommend him. But this is the full tank Shen build. I hope you guys liked it, and y'all have a good day.